Ma'lumat-e NÂFIA, Useful Information. Part 2. Our Prophet, Muhammad, alaihi salam, was born in Mecca on the Monday morning of Rabiul Awwal 12, which coincided with April 20, 571 AD. He passed away in Medina in the 11th year of the Hejra, 632 AD. At the age 40, the angel called Jibril, alaihi salam, revealed to him his prophethood. He emigrated, Hijra, from Mecca to Medina in 622. His arrival at the Quba village near Medina on Monday, September 20, marks the beginning of the Muslims' Hijri Shamsi, solar calendar, while Muharram 1st, of the same year, marks the beginning of the Qamari, lunar calendar. We believe in all prophets. All of them were prophets sent by Allahu Ta'ala. Yet, when the Quran al-Karim descended, all other religions were abrogated. Therefore, it is not permissible to follow any of them. Christians also believe in all past prophets, yet since they do not believe in the fact that Muhammad, alaihi salam, is the prophet for all mankind, they remain in disbelief and diverge from the truth. As for Jews, since they do not believe Isa, alaihi salam, either, they remain twice as far from Islam. Since Jews and Christians believe that the present interpolated books are the same today as they were when they were sent down from heaven, they are called alaihi kitab, disbelievers with heavenly books. It is permissible, but makruh, to eat the animals they slaughter, if they utter the name of Allahu Ta'ala as they slaughter them, and to marry the daughters with nikah. It is not permissible for Muslim girls to marry any one of these male disbelievers. If a Muslim girl intends to marry a disbeliever or a murtad, she will have despised the religion of Muhammad, alaihi salam. A person who despises Islam will go out of Islam and become a murtad. The so-called marriage will be one between two disbelievers. Polytheists, mushriks, and apostates, murtads, who do not believe in any prophet or book are called disbelievers without a heavenly book. Mulhids, too, have been said to be in the same group. It is not permissible to marry the daughters or to eat the animals they slaughter. Isa, alaihi salam, chose 12 of his companions to disseminate his religion after him. Each of them was called a Hawari, apostle, Liraport, apostle. They were Shamun, Simon, Peter, Petros, Johanna, Johannes, the elder Yaqub, Andreas, Andrew, Peter's brother, Philippus, Thomas, Bartholomew, Bartholomos, Matthias, Matthew, the younger Yaqub, Barnabas, Yahuda, Judas, and Thaddeus, Jacobi. Yahuda became an apostate and Matthias took his place. Petros was the chief of the apostles. These 12 believers, after Isa, alaihi salam, had ascended to heaven at the age of 33, propagated his religion. Yet the true teachings of the religion sent by Allahu Ta'ala could hold on only for 80 years. Later, Paul's fibbed doctrines spread out everywhere. Paul was a Jew, and did not believe in Isa, alaihi salam. Yet, pretending to be a believer of Isa, alaihi salam, and introducing himself as a religious scholar, he said that Isa, alaihi salam, was the son of Allah. He fibbed some other things and said that wine and pork were halal. He turned Nasara's Qibla from the Kaaba, to the east where the sun rises. He said that Allahu Ta'ala's person, dat, was one and his attributes were 3. These attributes were called uknum, hypostases. The words of this Jewish hypocrite were inserted into the earliest 4 books of the Bible, the Gospels, especially into Luke's book, and the Nasara parted into groups. 72 conflicting sects and books appeared. In the course of time, most of these sects were forgotten and now they have only 3 major sects left. Most of them are polytheists. Abdullah ibn Abdullah Turjaman, who had been a priest on Majorca, one of the Spanish Balearic Islands, and who changed his name after embracing Islam in Tunisia, wrote a book in the Arabic language and entitled Tuva tul Ibfa Radi ala al-i Salib in the Hijri year, 1420 AD, and the book was reproduced in the Arabic language in London in 1290, 1872 AD, and in Istanbul in 1401, 1981 AD. The book was appended in its original Arabic version to the book entitled Al-Munkadu, an Idilal, by Hakikat Kitabevi, and a Turkish version of the book was published by the same institution. He states in his book, the four Gospels were written by Matthew, Luke, Mark and John, Johanna. They were the first books to defile the Injil. Matthew, a Palestinian, had seen Isa, alaihi salam, only in the year of his ascent to heaven. 8 years later he wrote the first Gospel in which he narrated the extraordinary events witnessed in Palestine when Isa, alaihi salam, was born and how his mother Hadrat Maryam took him to Egypt when the Jewish king Herod wanted to kill her child. Hadrat Maryam passed away 6 years after her son had ascended to heaven and was buried in Jerusalem. Luke, who was from Antioch, Antakya, never saw Isa, alaihi salam. He was converted to the religion of Isa, alaihi salam, by the hypocrite Paul long after Isa's, alaihi salam, ascent to heaven. After being imbued with the poisonous ideas of Paul, he wrote his gospel, changing Allahu Ta'ala's book the Injil altogether. Mark, too, accepted the religion of Isa, alaihi salam, after the ascension and wrote in Rome what he had heard from Petros under the name of the Injil. John was the son of Isa's, alaihi salam, aunt. He had seen Isa, alaihi salam, several times. In these four Gospels there are many incongruous passages. In the two books entitled Diyar al-Qulub and Shams al-Haqiqa, and written by Ishaq Effendi of Harput, who died in 1309, 1892 AD, in the Arabic book Sirat al-Mustaqim, by Ha'i Dari Zada Ibrahim Farsi, who died in 1299, in the Persian book Mizan al-Mawazin, by Najaf Ali Tabrizi, which was printed in Istanbul in 1288, and in the Arabic book Ar-Rad al-Jamil, by Imam Ghazali, which was printed in Beirut in 1959, it is proven that the present copies of the Bible have been interpolated. Our photostatic reproduction of the last three books was produced by Hakikat Kitabevi in 1986.